Hello guys, so today I'm going to show you how to do this placemats. It's a 35 centimeters diameter placemat, so any plate within that diameter range will be perfect. So we're going to be using this chunky thread in red and in white, and then what you also need is your size 5mm hook, your darning needle, and a pair of scissors just to snip off the thread. So let's get started. We're going to start off with the magic ring. So you want to take your thread, wrap it up your 2 fingers and pass it over just like that. Take your needle, go from the top, pick up a thread, pick up the working thread, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Those are 2 chains. This will act as a double crochet. So what we want to do is make 12 double crochets in total as our first row. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. So these are a total of 6. So we're going to do 6 more double crochets to make a total of 12. So those are 12 double crochets. So what you want to do is pull this tail to close up your circle nice and neat. And then how I like to finish off is in this chain space. Just remove your needle in this chain space at the top right here. I like to go from the back pick up this loop, pull it to the back, then give it a nice pull, nice and tight, just like that. Then coming from the front, the thread passes at the bottom, pick up a loop. So you have 2 loops, one at the back, one at the front. Coming from the back, put your loops back into the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through. So that acts as my beginning double crochet, so it counts as a double crochet. So what you want to do is now do another double crochet into the same chain, the same space, and 2 double crochets in each of the spaces. There should be 12 spaces, so in total at the end of row 2 you should be having 24 double crochets. So that's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. Right now I have a total of 22 double crochets. So we're going to do our final 2 double crochets in this last chain space. Don't forget about that. So we're going to do 1 double crochet and 1 more double crochet. So now we have a total of 24. So the only show is at the end of each row, make sure you do your counts. So we started off with 12, now we are at 24. And how we're going to finish it off is the same as in row 1. We're going to remove your hook. At the top, you see in your first double crochet, right right here. So we're going to go from the bottom, pass your thread to the back, pick up your loop and pull it to the back. Give it a nice little pull so it's nice and tight. Coming in from the front, pick up another loop. Now we have 2 loops coming in from the back. Put those loops put back the 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through. Now we have your double crochet, your beginning double crochet. Then we're going to put another double crochet in the same space. So we're in row 3, and how I like to approach that is 1 double crochet in one space, then 2 double crochets in a shared space, 1 double crochet in one space, 2 double crochet in a shared space. So basically we'll be having clusters of 3 3 3 3. We already have 2, and the first one of this will come towards the end, so to make 3, so we're going to count this as 1. Let's just do it. 1 double crochet in one space, 2 double crochet in one space, 1 double crochet in one space, and in the next space we're going to have 2 double crochets in the same space, 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets into the next same space. What you end up having is what I call clusters of 3 3. So 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. So what you're going to do is continue the same pattern all the way to the end. So we're at the end of row 3. So we have already done our 1 and our 2 double crochets into the same shared space. So what we're left is this one space right here at the end. So we're just going to do 1 double crochet into that space and finish it off. So we're going to come at the top right here, at the very top of that space, coming in from the back, wrap up your loop, pull it to the back, give it a nice little pull, coming in from the front, pull up a loop, then coming in from the back, yes, now we have your first double crochet. Then we're going to do another double crochet into the same space. This acts as the last, so we're going to have a 1 2 individual double crochets in each space, then this and this to act as 4. So we're going to begin our counts from here. So we're going to do 1 double crochet in one space, 1 double crochet in one space, and 2 double crochets into the same space to make a cluster of 4. So 1 double crochet in one space, 1 double crochet in the next space, and 2 double crochet into the next space. So 2 double crochets into the same space. Then again 1 double crochet in one space, 1 double crochet into the next space, and into the next space we're going to put 2 double crochets. So what that does is gives us a cluster of 4 4. So 4 4 4. So we're going to continue with our double crochets. 1 two, the third and the fourth into a shared space. So we'll continue like that all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end of row 4. So we're at the end of row 4. So what we're going to do is our 2 last double crochets into the last 2 spaces. Then at the top right here, we're going to finish off our round. Coming in from the top, pull up a thread, coming from the bottom, loop back the 2 loops, chain, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through. You have your first double crochet. So at the end of row 4, what you want to do is have a total of 48 double crochets. That is clusters of 4 4 4 4 times 12. That is a total of 48. So that's how you will maintain the count and make sure that your circle lies flat. So we're going to go to round 5, and how we're going to start off is you have your first double crochet, and we're going to put another double crochet into the same space, and then we're going to start now our clusters of, since we're on row 5, it will be clusters of 5 5 5 times 12. So 1 double crochet to the next chain space, 1 double crochet into the next space, 1 double crochet into the next, and in this next space we're going to do 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. So 1 double crochet into the next, 1 double crochet into the next, 1 double crochet into the next space, and in the next space we're going to put 2 double crochets. Into the next space we're going to have 1 double crochet, into the next space we're going to have another double crochet, and 1 double crochet into the next, and in the next space we're going to have 2 double crochets. So what you have is clusters of 5 5 each. So those are 5 double crochets, 5 double crochets, 5 double crochets. So 5 5 5. I'm going to continue like that all the way to the end, and I'll see you at the end. So we are finishing off row number 5. So we're going to put our last double crochet into that space, and at the end of row 5 what you want to do is make sure you have a total of 60 double crochets all around. So we're going to just finish off our round by going into from the back, pull up your loop, pull it to the back, give it a nice little pull, coming in from the front, pull up a loop, coming from the back, go into both loops, pull up a thread, pull through 2 and pull through 1. So you have your first double crochet, put another double crochet into the same space, and since we're in row 6, what you want to have is a cluster of 6 times 12. So 6 6 6 6 6 times 12. So what we're going to do is 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 4 double crochet, then 5 and 6 will go into the same space. So you finish off that first cluster with the 2 double crochets into the same space. So 1 double crochet into the next space, 1 double crochet into the next space, 1 double crochet into the next space, 1 double crochet into the next space. Those are 4. Then the 5th and the 6th double crochet will go into the same space. So we have clusters of 6, then 6, and then 6. So at the end of this row, what you want to do is have cluster of 6, 6, 6 times 12 all the way around. So just continue the double crochets and I'll meet you at the end of row 6. So we're finishing off row 6 with our last double crochet into the last space, and then we'll just complete it like we do, going in from the back, pick up a loop, yarn over, pick up both loops from the back, yarn over, pull a thread, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through. So we have our first double crochet for row 7. So at the end of row 6, what you want to do is make sure you have a total of 72 double crochets all around. So row 7, you have your first double crochet, your second double crochet into the same space. Then we're going to do clusters of 7, 7 each. So that's the first double crochet, second double crochet, third double crochet, fourth, the 5th double crochet, then 6th and 7th double crochet will go into the same space. So you have your first cluster of 7. So at the end of the row you want to have 7 times 12 all the way round. So in our last 2 double crochets for row number 7, there we go. So our row is complete. So let's look at our piece. So at the end of this row, what you want to do is make sure you have a total of 84 double crochets all the way around. At this point, how I like to join it is I just take my scissors and snip off, pull the thread, and then our first double crochet, right, that space over there, here, I like just going in from the back. I pull up this, just loop it up, give it a nice pull, and then this tail, I like turning it like that. I'll now take my darning needle and give it a nice tuck. Just like that. So you have a totally seamless end. So when you look at it, you really can't tell where it is that we were beginning from. It's nice and neat. Even at the top, it's really nice and neat. So what we're going to do is I'll just tuck this in so it looks nice and neat. Then we're going to switch off to our red thread. Wrap around your finger like that. So in that loop created, go in, pull up a thread and give it a little pull, and you have that loop on your finger. So we're going to start it off. What this is called is a standing stitch. So we're just going to hold this. You'll go anywhere, basically just go anywhere, wrap your thread, go in to any space, yarn over, pull through. You have one. We would have completed that as a double crochet, but we will not. What we want to do is put 2 more half double crochets into that. So yarn over, go under, pull through, and pull through 2. That's another half double crochet. Yarn over, go through under, pull through 2. Now you have 4 loops on your needle. Yarn over, pull through all the 4. That acts as one cluster. Nice and neat. That is one of those. So what we want to do is in between those, we're going to chain 2 and skip 1 space, and on to the next. We'll repeat, yarn over, go through, pull through 2, yarn over, go under, pull up a thread, pull through 2, yarn over, go under into the same space, yarn over thread, and pull through 2. So you have 3 incomplete double crochets and 4 loops on your needle. Yarn over, pull through all the 4, and chain 2. So we have those little clusters and a chain and a space between each. So that's what so row 8, which is, this is row 8, so row 8 will be a repeat of the cluster. So this is called a cluster. 1 cluster, 2 cluster, 3 cluster, with a space in between each, and 2 chains after each cluster. So row 7 will be a repeat of that. So just continue like that, cluster space, and on top of each cluster you have 2 chain spaces. Repeat that all the way to the end, and I'll show you how we finish off at that end. So we are on our last cluster. So we have 4 loops, chain over, pull through all the 4, and chain 2. So at the top of this previous, we're going to go right here, just going to go in to the top and give it a nice tight slip stitch, yarn over, pull through, and snip your thread, and there you have nice clusters all the way around. So at the end of row 8, what you'll end up having is a total of 42 clusters all the way around. So what you're going to do with that is we're just going to knit off this, and we can start off on row 9. So we've finished cleaning up those loose threads. So with row 9, we're going to start off also with a standing stitch. So we're going to create a loop. Just pick the thread with your finger, yarn over your finger, pass the thread over, take your needle, go between your fingers, pick up a thread, and holding the loose end, give it a nice little pull, just like that, and you have a nice loop on your finger. So with the loop in your needle, go over any space, pick up a thread, and yarn over. So we have that single crochet. Then what we're going to do is chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip 1 space and on to the next single crochet, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip 1 space, on to the next single crochet, So row 9 will basically be a repeat of the chains and the singles, skipping one space. So we're going to achieve that little loop. Repeat that and I'll meet you at the end to show you how we end this row. So we are at the end of row 9. So we're going to do the last 6 chain stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll at the top of this first, I'm just going to slip stitch at this top V, the really first one. So I'll just yarn over, pull through and pull through. You want it to be nice and tight. We are on to row 10. What we're going to do is just slip stitch into that space. So we are working on this chain 6 space. So what we're going to do is yarn over, pull through 1. We're going to have 7 single crochets. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to skip into the next space, chain 6 space, and do another 7 single crochets. 1, second single crochet, the third single crochet, the fourth single crochet, fifth single crochet, sixth and seventh single crochet. So this will help us, will get us to this point before we change our thread to the red. So we're on our last chain 6 space, so we're going to slip stitch 1, we're going to single crochet, sorry, that's 1 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So ideally what we'll have done is slip stitch through the very first space, but we're going to snip off from here, pull our thread, and then we're going to take our darning needle. So what you want to make sure you have your 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So means this is where we started from. So after the 7th single crochet, the next one is where we slip stitched, so that one. Then we're going to insert our darning needle over there and tuck in our needle. So we're going to go through the front just like that, and then we want to go from the top to the bottom, just like that. So what you end up having is a very clean and neat finish. Then we will just tuck in our row ends and begin row 8, 9, 10, 11. We've switched up to our red thread. What we're going to do is make a slip knot, hold the thread, take your working thread, go over, and then in the loop that's created, just go in with your needle, pull up a thread and give it a nice stretch, and you have your loop. So what we're going to do is make a V stitch at the very top. So how we count it is 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th, which will be at the peak of this point, we're going to put a V stitch, which mainly comprises of a double crochet, chain space and a double crochet. So how I go about that is with my loop in my needle, I yarn over, loop in needle, I yarn over, find my midpoint, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th space, just go in yarn over your red thread, pull through 2 and pull through 2, so you have your standing double crochet. Then you're going to chain 2 and then complete your V-stitch by adding another double crochet into the same space. So yarn over the same space, pull through 2, pull through 2, so it looks like a V. So that's a V-stitch, and then we're going to work into the next peak. So in between we're going to chain 4, 1 2 3 4, and then on the 4th, 1 2 3 4, yarn over, double crochet, chain 2 and another double crochet into the same space. Then you're going to chain 4, 1 2 3 4 at the peak. So how I like to do it, the easier way is count 6 spaces, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and on the 7th will be automatically peak. So that's how we're going to go about it. So yarn over, count 1 2 3 4 5 6, and on the 7th we put our double crochet over there, chain 2 and another double crochet into the same space. Then we're going to chain 4, 1 2 3 4, yarn over, 1 2 3 4 5 6. On the 7th we're going to put our double crochet, chain 2 and another double crochet to complete our V-stitch, chain 4 3 4, and on the 7th, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, you put your double crochet, chain 2 and another double crochet to complete your V-stitch, and a repeat all through. So that's what you'll be having. So V-stitch, 4 double crochet, V-stitch, 4 double crochet, V-stitch, 4 double crochet, and the V-stitch is comprised basically of a double crochet, 2 chain space and another double crochet into the same space. So it's just a repeat all the way around. So we are on to our last chain 4. We've finished our last V-stitch, so we're going to chain 4, 1 2 3 4, and at the top right here, the first space on your standing stitch, you're going to slip stitch, yarn over, pull through, cut our thread and pull through our thread. That's it, and our stitches are complete. So we're just going to tuck this in and begin our final row. So we are finally on our last row, which is the 12th row. What we're going to do is make our slip knot. So hold the end of the thread, wrap it around your finger, let the working thread go over the end of the thread, pass your needle from the top to the bottom and pick on the working needle and give it a little stretch, and you have a slip knot. And then we will do a standing single crochet. So at the top of the V-stitch right here, you're just going to hold your working needle and your loop in your needle, go inside the V, pull up a thread and pull through both, so you have your single crochet. Then you're going to chain 2, 1 2, then go into the same space and single crochet one more, and then in this space at the top of the double crochet, we're going to put one more single crochet inside there. Then what we want to do is drop a single crochet. So in the where we chained 4, at the bottom we have 6 spaces. So in the middle 2, because we'll count 2, 1, 2, then we will do 2 single crochets at the bottom, at the mid spaces. So at the mid space, we're just going to drop a single crochet to hold this space down. So we're going to go 1, 2 on the third of the 10th row, drop a single crochet, yarn over, pull, and then a second one into the next space and pull, and then going back into the red thread, which is our 11th row, at the top of the V double crochet right there. We're going to put another single crochet over there. Then inside the V, now we're going to put a single crochet, chain 2, and then another single crochet into the same space, and then at the top of the double crochet of the V, that space, we're going to go inside and put a single crochet, and then we're going to put a drop single crochet onto the 10th row. So 1, 2 onto the third space, drop a single crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, and in the next space, which is the 4th, do the same. And then now at the top, we're now working on the V stitch at the top of the double crochet, that this space, we're going to put a single crochet. Now in the V space, we're going to put another single crochet, chain 2, and another single crochet into the same space. Now at the top of the double crochet, that space, we're going to go inside that space, double crochet, and then we're going to do another drop single crochet onto the 10th row. So 1, 2 onto the third space, single crochet, then onto the 4th, single crochet, and then at the top of the V stitch, there's a space. Make sure you go inside the space. I'm going to put a single crochet. Now in the space of the V stitch, another single crochet, chain 2, single crochet into the same space, and at the top of the double crochet, we're going to into that space, we're going to single crochet, and then do a drop single crochet at the 10th row space, and another one on the 3rd and the 4th, and then at the top of this double crochet, we're going to put another single crochet, and back into the peak of the V stitch, inside the space, put a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and at the top of the double crochet, this space, single crochet, and another drop stitch, and then it's a repeat all around to the end of the row. So what you end up having is these cute peaks. So repeat all that all the way to the end, and we can finish off our pattern. So we're on our last space, so we're going to do 2 last drop single crochets, 1 and 2 onto the 3rd and the 4th space, and then we're supposed to finish it off with, at the top of this V, I'm going to put a single crochet. Then what I like to do, since this is at the top, very end, I'll just snip off from here, take my darning needle and give this a nice little tuck. So what I like doing is going from the front, just like that. And then now coming in from the top, so that you have a nice clean finish that is can't be seen really, it's just clean and neat. Then we'll just clean up these loose threads and we're done with our pattern. So once all your edges have been tucked in, you have this beautiful placemat that you can use on your dining set, and it's, yeah, you're all good to go for your table setting. So if you made it this far into the video, do give us a like, hit the thumbs up button, and let us know in the comment section below what you found resourceful about this video, and do consider to subscribe. See you next time.